pretty good with talented guys. How do you go about coming up with a plan to divvy carries up? Do you come up with a plan to divvy carries up, or do you ride one hot hand?
Yeah, I think that this fall camp, as compared to last fall camp, is really the same. Talented group. We're finding ways last year to get them involved. Until Poppy got injured, we were in two backs in the game. And they may not have been in the backfield all the time, but about 40% of the time. And we're right on schedule as far as this fall camp to get two of my guys. We feel two of my guys in my room are best 11 guys. We're not in it exclusively, of course. Poppy gives us the flexibility to split out and do some different things. We're continuing to do those things. I think that my group's had a great off season and bigger, faster, stronger than a year ago. I think we are bigger, faster, stronger. So I'm excited about what those guys are going to get done this year.
Poppy came back for the bowl game, but he's picked up where he left off. He's got that extra step early in camp.
Right.
Just talk about his physical development and again, a guy that makes it look so easy out there.
Yeah, I think he's can be a special guy for us. Sustained the injury and got back in the bowl game and played. He had his most snaps all year in the bowl game. I think he was right at 40 snaps in that game. I think 40 snaps is a good number for him. We are, again, moving him around. He ran his fastest time in the 40 2 weeks ago with Dak. After being, he's come off an injury, didn't require surgery, did his rehab, and had a great training session in the summer. Came back and ran his personal best in the 40. So he's a guy that defensively we are hopeful that they have to know where he's at all the time, and that's our plan. It's not going to go all through him, but he's definitely going to be a target in our system.
A.J. Ouellette's been your leading rusher the last 2 years. Last year the plan was, to split up the carries a little bit more, and some injuries late in the year kind of left him as the only guy standing. But again, there's going to be a push to get Malik, a push to get Dorian more involved on Saturdays.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And AJ's AJ, rock solid. He played both ways. In the Buffalo game, he made tackles and had carries and had catches, and didn't miss a beat. So we know what he's all about and what he's made of. On Malik and Dorian, I have no problem. Those guys know our system, and just to get them a little bit more experience. I think we'll have there might be a guy or two in our conference, one guy that's better. I find it hard to believe a team in our league will have a group of guys that's better than ours as far as a group. So I'm excited.
One new guy in your position group this fall. Anything you can tell us at this point about Vinny and
Vinny's done a great job. Joined us. He's just graduated high school from the Pittsburgh area, and was here this summer. Done a great job. We have thrown the entire playbook at him in day 4, I think. Has done a great job. I think that he's got a bright future here. He's excited about here. He's a high academic person. Really fits our profile as well as what Coach wants. And I think he'll contribute at some point in time in our program.
Offensively, you guys were okay last year. Didn't reach some of the benchmarks I'm sure you wanted
Absolutely.
to. What's the key or the point of emphasis, or how do you reach those benchmarks?
Yeah, no, that's great. I think we were on schedule, until the 3-game skid there. I was excited. I think you just big plays and points. And we had that 3-game in the middle there, the Buffalo, Bowling Green stretch, Western Michigan. But I'm very excited about, we had Troy Manchin, Poppy, and those that we were missing. But I was very excited. Our last 3 games, typically it's mid-November, so kind of when we kind of went down. And I thought we had a great November. Disappointed with the bowl game, of course, but from an offensive standpoint, we're close. I think we were at 27 or 28 points a game.
You were a touchdown better than the year before, but it still felt like you had left some stuff out there.
And to win our conference, you got to be in the low 30s. And I know Bowling Green was up in the upper 30s. And they had a draft pick, 2 draft picks at receiver. One kid starting in Alabama. But our points have got to go up. We're middle of the pack, in our league, and that's our goal. If we have a touchdown jump this year like we did last year, that'd be great. But again, I'm excited how we finished. but by no means. I think we got enough weapons to be in the 30s on scoring. So, and I will say, our offense, we faced 5 top 25 defenses last year. 5 in the top 25. So, I mean, you can look it up. I mean, you quote me on it. I mean, we played some good people and did some good things, but we're not a finished product by no means.
Anything you want to talk about, Tim?
No, I'm good. I'm excited. I will say, I told the guys last night, we've had, I think, again, 4 days, I believe, four days of practice. We've only have 3 turnovers in 4 days, playing 4 different quarterbacks, and one of the turnovers was a fumbled snap, two picks, and they went to quarterback's fault. We had a guy slip down, and had a busted assignment by a running back, and so I mean we're just a hair from having 0 turnovers. I mean, you know, and that's, I mean, you can get all the stats you want, but the number one stat is where you are in the turnover ratio. And so, I'm very excited about just our quarterbacks. They're not throwing it up for grabs. They're not throwing in crowds. That they're taking care of the ball. And so I think we're ahead of schedule from that standpoint.